G'day guys, welcome to episode 2 of YouTube Sooky Comments videos. Now let's get straight into it. We're going to read out another comment from a guy called Wayne Thomas. Wayne says,
"Hang loose recluse, you were clearly looking for a reaction from the police and now you're having a cry because they told you to move on. You were just being a flog here and trying to make out the coppers are bad. I'm betting you're the type of guy that likes to stir the pot."
Well Wayne, if you know Hang Loose Recluse, you'll know that I'm a bit of an entertainer, a bit of a humorist, and a bit of a fool. Yes, of course, I do like to stir the pot. Of course I do. On another note, is it illegal to stir the pot? Is it illegal to come up with content for a YouTube video when it's legal to get that content? I don't think so, Wayne. Time to go back and have a cry. Cry all the way to your mum. And what are you still doing here, Wayne? Don't forget to slam the door on your man fanny on the way out. Thank you. And next up we have Cedric. He, she, or they, them says,
"Hang loose recluse. It's a problem because you're filming a bunch of random people the police are talking to and posting it all over the internet for a laugh. Police deal with vulnerable people every day. It's not about you filming them, it's the citizens they're interacting with and their privacy. And yes, we know it's legal to film people in public. Doesn't mean you have any good reason to be doing it, especially in circumstances like that."
Any good reason? This is a very good reason, Cedric. If I didn't film that bloody video, I would not have had your comment, and I would not have been able to make this video. So therefore, there is very good reason to do this, because I can make this from that. So this goes with that at Suzanne's, if you know what I'm saying. The old school people will know that. But anyway, Cedric, I'm sure you're not a fan. No need to worry. I know you are not very happy about this. Don't slam the door on the way out, and don't slam it on your man fanny on the way out. Thank you. I love that man fanny comment. I love that comment. Thanks to Jesse Williams out there for giving me that comment. That was fantastic. Thank you. And next up, we're back to Wayne Thomas again because we're running short of Sooky comments, but Wayne's a big sook, so he's got a lot of Sooky comments out there, and Wayne goes on to say in this next Sooky comment,
"Hang loose recluse, you can't be the full quid. How can you defend that guy in the white t-shirt that is full of soup and mouthing off to the coppers? Imagine the street and blokes like that all mouthing off and blokes like you all filming the incident and crying, 'Police injustice.' Wake up to yourself."
Wayne. No, Wayne. I ain't the full quid. And if I was the full quid, I wouldn't be making videos like this now, would I? Thank you. That guy wasn't full of soup. That guy was just merely expressing his rights. And I know you don't like rights. And I know you don't like freedom. He was just walking the streets to a freedom rally. Why were there so many police at that rally? They were there to intimidate the people like that guy that got arrested. And look what they did. They know that guy and they arrested him. They put the pressure on him and arrested him. If you can't see a problem with that, then you are the problem. You can forever tuck your man fanny in and keep it to yourself. Thank you. And in this next comment from Shane Mulligan, he, she, they, them says,
"Gotta admit, it's really weird to film someone getting a fine for parking in a disabled parking spot. But whatever gets you off, I suppose."
Well, Shane, you could always go back to watching cat videos on YouTube instead of trying to find videos like this where people are interacting with police officers of the law. Bad reactions to the law. Don't forget, there's lots of cat videos out there. You could always continue to go and watch those. Thanks for coming, Shane. And once again, don't slam the door on the way out. And don't forget to tuck your man fanny in so it doesn't knock on the doorknob. Thank you. Next up, we've got a comment from Mrs. Jezelenko. Yes, Mrs. Jezelenko starred in the first episode of these YouTube comments, but Mrs. Jezelenko goes on, and he, she, they, them says,
"When you have a good think about it, clearly you haven't since considered it all, just like what your recording police at 60/30 led to. Normalising recording in public may only just lead to reinforcing the public's mind that it is okay for anyone and everyone. Do you value your privacy when going about your daily business in public? Or would you not mind being recorded anywhere or quite possibly everywhere in public? That's what you have to consider. By normalising recording in public, not just you, but there is a huge movement in some countries. You are doing the work of the World Economic Forum and other socialists for them. When they start installing cameras everywhere, they will reference people like yourself by saying, 'The public wanted this to feel safe.' Have a good think about it."
Well, Mrs. Jezelenko, I just fail to understand why you can't already notice that there is cameras everywhere in society. You're going on like there are no cameras currently anywhere in society. They are bloody well everywhere. They're on traffic lights. I said it in the first video. I thought of new places. They are at traffic lights. They are on freeways. They are above freeways. Look at the surveillance cameras around you. Everywhere you go, every shopping centre you go to, every workplace you go into, every shop business, there is cameras out the front. There is everywhere. And as for the comment about the 60-30 or what that apparently led to, try and think about this, Mr. Jezelenko, and anyone else who thinks that the Hang Loose Recluse contributed to what happened with the raid at the 60-30 tavern there. Think about it. The first day that I ever entered that pub, I was asked by the owner to go and film the police while they were walking around inside. So I got permission from the owner. He told me to go and do that. The owner was publicly defiant in his stance against not asking for vaccine passports at the venue. The police rocked up that day because they knew there was a public event on. They were already building their case. Just because my video was plucked by Channel 7 and used as a little snippet on a thing didn't mean that they were raided because of that. They were building their case already before I even stepped foot in that door or that premise. So try and get your facts right there, Mr. Whatever your name is. Just because they used my footage doesn't mean I was the sole cause of that. And at the time, I wasn't the only person with a camera in there. You look at the video, there was people with mobile phones, live streaming direct to Facebook, live streaming direct to YouTube. Other camera operators were in there. Basically, everyone in that whole pub had a phone in their hand. So you cannot blame that on me just because Channel 7 showed my footage. Maybe I had the best footage. Maybe that's what it was. I wasn't even doing live streams at the time. I was going home and editing, which took me a couple of days to edit videos. So therefore, they were already building their case based on all the live stream videos that were out there on Facebook and YouTube. And the police get their own intel and use their own body camera footage to make a case against a venue like that. Think about it. I'm filming the police walking through. Do you think the police didn't have their body cameras rolling? Of course they did. They would have went straight back to headquarters and used that footage to put their case together, to try and put their raid together. Just because my footage was shown on Channel 7, that didn't prompt the police to go and raid that venue. Ian, the owner, was very vocal and defiant, publicly. Speaking at rallies, speaking in front of police at the rallies. So don't ever assume that for 1 second that my video led to the raid of the 60-30. Thank you. And you want to know where else there's cameras? I love me Salvo's shopping. I shop at Salvo's. Thank you very much. That's a big plug for Salvo's there. This is a sponsorship there, deal there going for Salvo's. I love me Salvo's. And they even got cameras in Salvo's. So don't be thinking that just because of my videos there's cameras everywhere. Anyway, that was a comment from Mrs. Jezelenko. And again, thanks guys for coming to the Hang Loose Recluse video channel. So if you have any Sooky comments, and genuinely Sooky comments, I would like to use them because I'm having trouble finding Sooky comments. I don't want to use fake ones where people actually do support because I want genuinely Sooky people. So I do apologise to anyone who tries to be Sooky. It might work, but depending on how it is, we'll go from there. But I do want to use the genuine Sooks because this is my way of replying to them. Anyway, let's get on with it. We hope to find some more Sooky comments on our journey. You've been listening to another Hang Loose Recluse Sooky comments video. This has been episode 2. Thank you.